Alright, so this is going to be a Hall of Heroes exclusive. I'm actually going to share my build on my Berserker healer. I'm stealing this idea from Mark, who was talking about doing build videos just for the guild, and I think that's a great idea. And I think this is actually a really fun build. It's a low CP, so as your CP gets higher, actually you're going to get a little more stronger. But right now I am at 452. So it's a low CP, Magicka Nightblade healer. And at the beginning of all my videos, for my intro, I have a scene from Sword Art Online where Asuna goes into this Berserker healer, because she's the healer, but then she just kind of goes apeshit and starts attacking everybody. And it inspired me to come up, because I like the healer. I'm a healer. Everybody knows that. Everybody in the guild knows I'm a healer. I like to heal, but I actually like to have a little fun too. So I came up with this crazy idea to make a Nightblade healer. And the concept here is to heal through damage and very high crit. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to start with just my on-buff stats here first. As you can see, I'm at 37k max mag, 22 max health, 10k max stam. I'm at 2k Magicka recovery, which is excellent. It took us forever to find balance to get that up there. I'm at 1792 spell damage. It goes up a little bit when I'm buffed, and I'm at 60% crit. That actually goes up a little bit too. My spell resistance at 17, my physical at 11. Both of those will go up as well. And then I'm at almost 3k crit resist, and that's very important here in PvP. So finding balance is key, especially at low CP. You don't want to be super squishy, so you can't just run all divines. So you have to kind of find balance, and I feel like we've done that. And I am running I'm a stage 4 vampire, of course, for the stealthiness. I am running the apprentice for the extra spell damage, and of course major prophecy through inner light, which we'll get into. Alright, let's go to my gear, which everybody loves the gear. I am running 5-piece Mother's Sorrow, so I have Mother's Sorrow Inferno Staff on my main bar. On my backup bar, I have Mother's Sorrow Resto, both infused. Head, I'm running Chokethorn for the crit resistance in pen. Oh, okay, I fucked that up. I'm running Chokethorn for the Magicka recovery. This is, like I said, finding balance is hard at low CP, so you have to do what you got to do, which means sometimes you got to run separate monster sets. I really needed this extra Magicka recovery because I was down in like the 1700s, and that's asking a lot because Magicka Nightblade abilities are expensive. So you're going to be popping a lot of pots, but you're going to want that recovery as well. So I'm running 1-piece Chokethorn. We're running as our other set War Maiden, and this is also to find balance. It gives me my spell crit, my max Magicka, spell damage, of course. And then the 5th piece, some more spell damage. And on my shoulders, I'm running Mula Kina, and this is for that extra weapon damage. Again, just trying to find that, or weapon damage, spell damage, sorry. Again, just trying to find that balance. And then, of course, War Maiden. And then this is my Mother Sorrow, and this is all spell crit. And yes, I'm not running all golds. I'm running purples and blues, but you gotta do with what you got. And I'm kind of a poor person right now. This build has cost me over 300k, believe it or not, testing all the sets that we've gone through. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into some of our buffs so you guys can see that. Just in stealth, we're gonna see that our weapon damage went up to 19, our crit went up to 62. Let's try that again. I'll do my vampire buff here. Okay. As you can see, our spell resistance goes up to 22, spell damage is up to 19. Crit does go up to 62 when you're using Cloak. Cloak is OP. So right now she's set up for group play, so I have Funnel Health slotted. But if we take Funnel Health out, I'm gonna try to do this so quickly. I'm rushing to the fact where I'm stumbling here a little bit. But sorry, we're not going into cherry points yet. So when we're not running group play, we can actually take funnel health out and we will put in, I passed it already, Merciless Resolve, and this will also raise our stats. Alright, there you go. That's about as max as we're going to get. So with that 62%, we're going to hit hard, but we're also going to heal hard. And on our resto bar, we're at that 48%, but that's actually because the inner light is currently not slotted. On my heal bar when I'm running solo, I actually let it slide down to that 42% because I will not actually run Healing Springs, which is slotted right now. I will only run Ally Ward, Mutagen, and Magicka, or Harness Magicka. I'll actually, instead of Healing Springs, I'll run Debilitate for that extra stun. Because when we're by ourselves, we're ganking. So we have a ganking healer, Nightblade, and it's crazy. I can't even get into all of this. It's super fun. You just gotta take my word for it. So when we're running solo, we're definitely, our setup's just slightly different. But that funnel health is our main heal in a group. It reslot it here, and you can see that the tooltip's not too shabby. Well, there's a tooltip. We don't even have to slot it. So it's hitting for 1300 or 3k, which is actually really good. And then you give your nearby ally 66% of the damage. Now you're thinking that 3k doesn't seem a lot. 66% of that's like, you know, 1,000. But you're overlooking the fact that I'm running at 62% crit. And when I crit, it hits for like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8k sometimes. And, you know, 60% of 8k, you're getting a nice, like a nice little return, 2,500, you know, for a heal, and you're doing damage at the same time. So healing through damage is not too shabby of an idea. Alright. So the rest of my bar here, on my Infernal Staff, I'm running Force Pulse, Flame Reach, Shadowy Skies, Inner Light for that for Major Prophecy, Merciless Resolve. Again, this is funnel health when we're running with a group. And then Soul Harvest. This will actually be Soul Siphon when we're running in a group, because that actually like literally will save your party. If you're about to get wiped and you pop that Soul Siphon, it's like a breath of life. You're right back in the game. So it's kind of nice. On our back bar, we're running Mass Hysteria. In a group, we're running full heals, which is this Harness Magicka, Ally Ward, Healing Springs, Mutagen, and then Lights Champion. If we're running by ourselves, it'll be Debilitate, Harness Magicka, Ally Ward, Mutagen, and then Lights Champion. So this is set up for group. I usually run solo for the most part. So when you're running solo, you're mainly only healing yourself. So obviously it's going to be a little bit different. All right, for champion points, again, healing through damage. Keep in mind that I'm at 452, so these are going to be a little different. If you're at 810, you're going to have a little more to play with. Tenacity at 23, Alchemist at 70, Mooncalf at 3, believe it or not, makes a little bit of a difference. Healthy at 20, Shade 35, and that is it for the green tree. Moving on. Elfborn at 68, Blessed at 68, that's your main heal right there. You're healing through your CP points. You're running full damage sets, you're healing through your CP points. And with that high crit, you're healing for a pretty good amount. Spell Erosion at 8, Staff Expert at 8. This is actually the one that will be getting all my CP points as we go from here on out. So they'll all go into this. You want to get this up to at least 40. At the bare minimum 40, because to proc your bow, you're going to be hitting with light attacks and heavy attacks. So you want those to hit just as hard, and then when that bow does proc, it usually hits for about 8, 5, 10k depending. If I'm in stealth, I can hit for as high as 10k with the bow proc. So it's really nice. These are really nice though to set up that bow proc. I should probably hit a test dummy. I'm in Cyrodiil right now to get my full stats, so I don't have a test dummy in front of me. If you guys want, I can hit a test dummy. Nothing in this tree. Alright, we got 20 in Ironclad, 20 in Spell Shield, 70 in Resistant. That keeps that crit resistance up. 21 in Light Focus, 5 in Hardy, 10 in Elemental Defender. As a vampire, we're going to be putting more CP points in this, but for right now, it's not my main priority. And then nothing here as of right now. So that's my CP points as of right now. As I get more, I'll be adding to them, obviously. I guess I didn't mention the fact that I am running Witch Mother's Point and Brew, and then also we will be running Spell Crit Pots Tri-Stats. Really quickly on the gear. Chest, you're running the Tri-Stats, and then legs, you're also running a Tri-Stat, and then everything else is Max Magicka. Down here, you're going to do spell damage on my neck, and then Magicka Recovery on the 2 rings. That helps you find a little more damage. And then these right here actually are going to be Berserker enchants, but I just haven't gotten to them yet. They're a little expensive. So once I get them, that's why we're running Infused. And then that's it. That's my scary build. I'll try to run in here and get some gameplay real quick. I don't...